I hit my toes and they hurt really bad. It hurts really bad. Hello, beautiful beings. And in today's video, I will be talking about 3 simple things that have changed, that I have done and has changed my life in such a positive way, in a way where I had more self-love within, and way that I could reflect on my life. You know what I mean? And like, these 3 things that I have implied in my life has really shifted my life in a very positive way. So that's why I'm sharing these 3 simple things that I have done in my life with you guys, because it has impacted my life in a wonderful way. So what are these 3 simple habits or actions I took? Number 1 is affirmations. Affirmations has really changed my life, because when I started to apply affirmations into my life, I started to love myself more, and I also started to reprogram my mind and rewire negative thought patterns and rewire negative habits. If you have not seen my, I think 5 affirmations that have really impacted my life in a positive way, it'll be up here. But I highly suggest you guys look at that, because those are the affirmations I use on a daily basis, and that has helped me personally. So, by saying these affirmations daily, I started to believe these affirmations. And one of the examples is by activation vibration. Everything is working out best case scenario. And I use this affirmation whenever I feel stressed, whenever I feel that I'm focusing on the future instead of now, or whenever I have some tests coming or projects coming. It really helped me calm down and believe that everything is working out best case scenario. And it did turn out to be that everything was working out best, and I started to calm myself down. And I had to stop filming because my neighbor was here and I just got shy. But when you repeat these affirmations, you start believing what you say about yourself, and speaking things into existence. And it just makes you also feel better and start loving yourself more, because you start telling yourself, I am worthy, I am valued, I am loved, I love myself. And once you start saying those positive things about yourself, you start believing it, and you start taking care of yourself, and nurturing and being okay with yourself and the way you are. You also start manifesting what you are speaking into existence. And your energy and the way you believe yourself to be will change. And because you believe these things about yourself, things outside of you will shift. The second simple habit that has changed my life is meditation and mindfulness. When I started to meditate years back, actually, I started meditating it's been a long time that I started to apply meditation into my life. And when I started to apply meditation into my life, I started to become more mindful of day-to-day things that I chose to do in my life, and becoming more mindful of not only what I put into my body, but also what I choose to speak, and the people I hang out with and the things I choose to do. Mostly in the morning, because what you do in the morning really affects how your whole day is gonna go. And when I started applying meditation into my life in the morning, I realized how much it affected my whole entire day. In a way where I was more mindful of not only what I was saying, but more mindful of my actions and the movements that I was doing. That has an effect not only on me, but others, you know what I mean? And the less mind chatters I start to have, the more I started to focus on the present moment. The more I focused on the present moment, the more I really valued life, and the more I valued the people that I was with, even this moment. Meditation doesn't always mean like sitting down and meditating, but you can also have like a mindful meditation walk, which I personally love because I get to just breathe, but like mindfully walk on earth and just like feel the energy from my feet going up to my head and this like energy all around me. I don't know, if you have not tried mindful walking, it's so amazing, and I suggest it because it just makes you feel alive and connected and grounded to the earth. Essentially, the goal of meditation is to not stop your mind from talking, but more so letting the thoughts flow. And I realize when I stop meditating, or when I forget to, the more my thoughts start to like build up, and the more I did meditate, the less I started to care about what I was thinking, because essentially I'm not my thoughts. You know what I mean? We are not our thoughts. So I started to care less about what I was thinking and just let these thoughts flow. Just let it go. Like the clouds, flowing to the sky, or the ocean kind of just waving, going by or flowing by. I started to become more aware of the thoughts that were coming through my head and what I was picking up on. Because sometimes I mistake my own thoughts and like what I feel, because I'm like also feeling the energy of other people, and like sometimes I pick up on thoughts from other people, and it's like it can get confusing. So meditation is a good way to ease and just cleanse and become centered with like, okay, what do I believe? What do I value? And how do I want to feel? Third simple habit or action that has changed my life since I applied it is journaling. Let me tell you, journaling is one of the things I personally love doing. I love writing how I feel down, and I love writing my affirmations down because it really just helps me release it all into the book and release it all by the flow of my hands and how I feel at the moment while I'm writing it. And when I write it, I get to reread it and be like, okay, this is how I felt, and kind of just see it in like an outsider view. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I'm very like, or a lot of people, as well as myself sometimes, get so involved because we are feeling the emotion. We kind of get like blinded sometimes, or we can't seem to know what I feel, essentially. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I'm being told like, okay, do this, do that, do that. So it's kind of like, okay, what do I feel? And like, okay, mainly when I'm stressed out, I like writing things down as well. So I just put everything down and I look at it and I'm like, okay, this is how I'm feeling. And it's just a great way to just release it out. And because you're releasing it, it makes you feel more loose, and it makes you just have this release. Journaling is a great way to release things, be more productive, putting down what you are grateful for in the affirmations and your plans, like in organizing, just having something where you can put all of your creativeness and put all of your emotion towards, and how you feel about certain things is a great way to know how you feel, and a great way to also manifest your visions. Because I know when I started to put things down into my books or into my writings, I have more clarity on what I want to pursue and what I want to do and what I like to do. This is an example. So I was doing driver's training and I started the high school, which was pretty overwhelming because for the second semester of 8th grade, I was doing cyber school. So I was with myself and then going to school, which like 1,500 or I don't know, a lot of people, 9th through 12. It's a lot of people. So it was overwhelming, but I was also doing I was also doing driver's training. So it was tough. And I was getting homework, I had presentations, and I had I had such a huge anxiety about like the presentation, just getting up there and like how to do it. I was getting really, really stressed out, like super stressed out, to the point where it's like I didn't want to go to school anymore, and I was like, should I just switch back? And I'm like, it was super stressful. And the affirmation of everything was working out, best case scenario, really, at that time, bro, that really helped. And writing my shit down and how I felt, it was like, this helped me so much. And I was in my math and I was like, I really do not give a crap about math, okay? And I'm just like, every time I tried to focus, it was just hard because I was dealing something within. And like, to me, what I'm dealing within and how I feel within is the most important thing than like school and anything. So it was really hard for me because I had this going on within. I was like not feeling the best, and I was just doing this after this after this, about to cry. So I went to, I kind of got out of the math class, and then I just went there and I just kind of like wrote everything down how I felt, and it was just so nice to just let it out, and it was just so nice to just be like, okay, I'm choosing to let this all out, and I'm choosing to step into my heart space. And I know I feel this way, and I also know that it's okay to feel this way, and I still love myself and accept myself the way I am, and I know I'm gonna get through this. So when I was at that time, when that did happen, something that really helped me was writing it down and meditation. And listening to binaural beats when I sleep. That really, that really helped. It made me become in such a good mood, and it made me still become mindful of the things that I was doing. And just knowing that it's gonna be okay, and I'm gonna get through this. It was extremely freaking hard. But that was just an example. And so affirmations, meditation / mindfulness, and journaling. Keep on going on, and I hope it's not unorganized. Have a fabulous day, and I'll Peace.